welcome to Kayla Inspires. I'll walk you guys through an exercise called the Ikigai. And I know it's a funny name. It's an activity that I found when I was doing one of my challenges on my Facebook group, and I thought it would be really good to kind of show you guys here. I actually found someone that did it on here before, and I like the way they did it, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like replicate it in my activity. When I kind of walk you guys through it, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So the Ikigai is actually a Chinese word, and it roughly means the thing that you live for, or the reason for which you get up in the morning. In other words, it's your purpose in life. Ikigai has 4 themes. Number 1 is what do you love, which is your passion. What you're good at, which is your profession. What the world needs, your mission. And what you can get paid for, your vocation. And where the 4 areas intersect is said to be your purpose. In other words, the common denominator in 4 areas. And get an idea when I walk you through the technique. This is a tool that you could use in your journey to finding your purpose in life. I found it extremely helpful when I was doing it. And it's said to be something that is evolving. So it doesn't mean that you're going to go through it and you're going to find your answer. It means that you are going to do this over time. You're going to kind of check in with yourself from time to time. It's a way that you kind of dig into yourself and identify the different areas. And it's just part of your journey, right? Because, you know, we can't go out there and find our purpose. You have to build it. Everybody's purpose is going to look differently, and you're going to find that as you go on in your life and you take different action steps and you try different things, little by little you're going to be creating your purpose. And so when you look at those 4 areas, you're going to kind of see a common denominator in all 4, which tells you this is the area that brings me happiness. It's something that I can get paid for. It's something that helps the world, and it's something that what's the last one? That, you know, that you're good at. The exercise that I did, and so it's going to be more of a expressive art activity, but again, as I've told you guys before, you can do it with just pen and paper and just kind of go through it, or you can get creative with it like I do. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so here we go. And so I'm using a 8.5 by 11 sketch pad, and I'm going to start off by creating the boxes for my 4 different areas for my Ikigai. So each one will represent one of the themes that I talked about earlier. What I love, what the world needs, what I'm good at, and what I can get paid for. So I'm actually going to start by creating my title page. I'm just writing my Ikigai, and again I'm using fine line markers for this activity, just like I did in the previous one. And so here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and write the topic for each of the 4 areas that I just talked about. So the first one is what I love, my passion. The second one is what the world needs, my mission. The third one is what am I good at, my vocation. And the last one is what can I get paid for, my profession. And so those are the 4 areas that you are going to, those are the 4 areas that create the Ikigai. So now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to start getting very artsy in my page. So I'm going to add some dashes, I'm going to add some lines, I'm going to add dots. I'm just going to get very creative and just add a bunch of different artistic elements to my page. This is the part of the page that I find the most fun. I like to use art and I like to get very creative. So I'm just going to go ahead and just add color. I'm going to use the fine line markers and add anything that, you know, I wanted to just make it a little more creative in different colors. Again, this is my favorite part. I get to get creative and just doodle and just add all these fun little elements to my page. Now I'm just adding some hearts on the side just because I have some space there and I wanted to kind of add something in there. You can add anything that you want on those two sides. You can leave it blank. I don't like to leave it blank. I like to add color and I like to add different elements. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate my hearts on the sides. I'm going to add some dots and again, just kind of get creative with it. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my bullet points, and these are going to be the areas that I'm going to write the different parts in my boxes. You don't have to do this. This is just my way of doing it. I kind of like it. I like to add a little bullet just to kind of accentuate it and make it more organized. So here I'm going to ahead and start adding what I love. So in this area, anything that you do that really almost like sparks a fire in you. You know, what are you passionate about? What do you love doing? What do you do that you are in your flow state? And so these are some of the things that I like to do that puts me in that flow state. The next part is what the world needs, your mission. Usually in this part, you would add things. What does your community need? What does your kind of world need? I know right now with everything going on, I think for me, it's just being very positive and inspiring others, you know, just encouraging everyone else. But again, think about your mission. Think about what you do. What can you do to bring happiness, to bring joy, to help out? And sometimes, you know, that could be a variety of different things, you know, helping out in the community. Maybe, you know, are you volunteering somewhere? Are you part of organizations that help people in different ways? So think about what the world needs and what can you do in your own community to inspire and to bring happiness to them. The third part is what are you good at? So this is what are you really good at? We all have different strengths, we have different talents, and this is the area that you would want to put something like that. Like for me, it's being creative, it's using arts, it's creating things by hand, writing, reading, listening, helping. You know, those are the areas that I'm really good at. So this is an area that you want to think for yourself and add those in there. The fourth part is what can you get paid for, your profession. So this is an area of what do you do? Like, what is your job, right? What do you get paid for? What are things that you could do to get paid for? Like for me, you know, I make different products and I'm starting to offer some services. Maybe I can get paid for some classes. I'm a therapist, so, you know, getting paid for providing therapy sessions and things like that is, you know, what I would get paid for. And so this is an area where you want to think about those things. It could be, you know, what you do for work, but it could be, you know, a lot of us have those side hustles. A lot of us do different things to kind of incorporate more, you know, bring money into our lives. See, this is the finished product. So we have the 4 different areas. Again, you can get as creative as you want. And this is something that you could use to bring a little purpose into your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you later.